What do you think about just Oklahoma State's offense and just kind of
Sorry.
We're good.
You see it?
Yep.
I didn't even see it so close. Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
structurally or the personnel or anything like that?
Got an experienced quarterback. They have four returning starters, 6 guys that played a lot of snaps on the offensive line. I know they're working in some, a transfer tight end and a freshman tight end. A little bit different skill sets with those guys, and then of course they got the preseason All-American running back. He's a great player. They got speed on the perimeter that can stretch us deep, and then Presley's a guy their slot that they just try to get the ball to, especially situationally. He's a dynamic player, so yeah, we're gonna have our hands full.
How have you kind of seen this offense evolve over the last 2 times this program has played OSU, and obviously with going to Stillwater 2 years ago and being down double digits and then happened last year? What have you just seen from like an offensive scheme standpoint that's just necessarily changed probably this year?
Yeah, obviously Gundy has his system along with Dunn, their offense coordinator. So, they're a system-oriented offense, and coaches will come and go, but the system's going to stay the same. But they have answers for everything, and obviously, the proof is in his history and his past and the success that they've had. So. They do it, what works for them, and they have answers. They've shown quarterback run game, they've shown RPOs. You can't get comfortable just playing one defense with them, so you got to be multiple. So we got to give different looks, and we got to give different coverages and some different things that we haven't shown in order to prepare for a team like this.
They were so dominant running the ball last season, and it hasn't quite translated so far this year. What factors do you think are going into that?
Well, I think they've been productive when they wanted to be productive. You look at the Baylor game, and it's a little misleading because in that game, you could see they were really trying to push the ball down the field. Showed a lot more, broken sets, open sets to throw the football to create some more space on the field. So I think that you're going to see a little bit different tweaks from this offense every week, and you've seen it because of. That they've had some games where they've struggled, early on, and then they've had games where they're scoring 28 plus points, pretty easily and moving the ball and multiple 400 plus yard games, on offense. So, they're a team that's going to literally try to, they're going to try to take advantage of what you do on defense, and they're going to have answers for us.
Not many teams have a 7th-year senior quarterback like they do in Allen Bowman.
Wow.
Talk about what he brings to the table.
Yeah, he's a strong-arm dude. Believes a lot in his arm and his arm talent. Believes in his receivers. You can see that he's very efficient moving in the pocket, and in terms of avoiding sacks, he's a hard guy to get to, a hard guy to hit. I would say that that they would look at themselves as being a team that protects the quarterback really well. So. We're going to have our hands full being able to get a pass rush and affect the quarterback.
Your take on Miles Rouser play? He seems like he's a guy that plays hard all the time, and he's always in there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. He really doesn't take a play off. He doesn't have, 3 different speeds. He just has one speed. He's full speed. That's what's so exciting about him. He just brings energy. He's a dynamic defensive back, and he really has a really good skill set. He covers. He can tackle. He can blitz. He can play zone. He's a very savvy player. We're lucky to have him.
Do you have to dial him down at all at times?
Yeah, emotionally, yeah. Get him to focus on the situations and under the understanding of what he's doing. And I've just said this, and I'll keep saying it. We're going to continue the process oriented, and part of the process is getting guys comfortable in specific situations. And the only way they're going to get comfortable in those situations is by repetition, and most of the time by being in that situation before. So Miles is a guy that's just continuing. He's continuing to get better, and I'm excited to see his growth this week.